good. We got you.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? Let me roll up the chat and see who is first, because that person is going to get a special prize from me. Trail Dust, how you doing? Eric, good morning. Dog Bones, what up? DK Ironworks, Robert Lonis, just chit-chatting. Solbert, Shamrock Forge, yes, praise the forge and pass the borax. Evening, y'all. Excuse me. Wayne Heights, and Dogbone Knives. And that's it. What up, homies? Jeff Woodring. Yeah, I'll tell you what the prize for being first is in here in a little bit. Shane Malone, good morning. Give everybody some time to roll in. What up, what up, what up? So, yeah, I got another big day. I'm going to continue working on that bar of Damascus today. See where that bowl is, or where that plate, currently plate, is at. I got to kind of figure some stuff out with it, but yeah, fun. Yeah, dog bones, a Damascus bowl. Bortagov, what up, brother?
Ask it. It's not just for knives anymore.
Yeah, Damascus. That's for anything you want. I think I can make Smoosh That Like button a little clearer and crisper. It seems fuzzy to me down there. Does it seem fuzzy to you guys? What's up, Bottega?
It does seem a bit fuzzy.
I know how to make it better. Let me take a moment to make it better.
It is lacking in the crispness category. It's
256.
Stale.
Okay. Well, that put it big. Resize that proper. Yeah. So you guys can see what I'm doing here. Wait a minute, it reversed.
Whoa.
It reversed.
It's funny watching the because I'm hearing you say it, and then I'm watching it 15 seconds later. It's like I'm waiting for the video to catch up. It's humorous.
All right. Now, how did it reverse, and why? How do I? All right.
Well.
Properties. Reverse.
Did you drag to resize it?
Yeah, I dragged to resize it. I think I dragged it backwards too far.
You drag it the other direction and it should flip.
Yeah, it did. It just did. I lost it. Come back. All right.
I kind of like it like that, though. I mean, the upside down's pretty cool.
Now it's upside down. Reverse.
Oh, we're just speaking in blacksmith.
Yeah.
Reverse. Let's see, is it right this time? Yeah. Okay, now get big. Make yourself big. Make my monsters grow. Rita, is that better? Is that better, guys? Is that less all fuzzy and stuff? Okay. That seems to be less fuzzy to me. All right, where was I? Who else popped in that I missed? Nobody popping in. All right, Port to God. Granddad's Forge, Robert Lonis, Daniel Crawford. What up, Crawdaddy? How you doing? Dragon Waters in the house.
What's that, the crawdaddy in your crawl space?
He's the Crawdaddy in your crawl space. Everybody loves Daniel Crawford. War Tree, morning, man. All right.
It ain't broke. Must we fix it?
It was broke to me. If it's fuzzy, it's broke. It still looks fuzzy, but I'm not going to fix it. Huh?
Yeah, there you go. The big hammer. That'll fix it.
Yeah. All righty. Robert Whitney, how you doing? Man. So, we do have some topics today. In the voice chat, we have currently, let me roll through it, we have Solbert, my gracious co-host. We have Black Collars Army. How you doing, brother? We've got DK Ironworks, Daniel Kagarise, Kegelrice, Kagarise.
Egg of rice, man.
Keg of rice.
Yeah, I remember last week he printed out the phonetic pronunciation or whatever, like keg of rice.
Yes.
Like, okay.
And then Jeff Woodring is listening but not talking, as usual. We've got a nice bandsaw setup from Robert Lonis in the chat. I believe that's a bandsaw. It's way up there for me. I can't see it. Yeah.
Appears to be so.
Mick Chu, how you doing? Aimless, good to see you, brother. Ben Strickland, good morning.
Hey, Matt, how's it going? Power Hammer. Okay. I see it now. What that is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a small. I'd have to get up and look at the screen or drag it down in front of my user interface. Excuse me.
Well, yeah, I got the same problem, but I'm still on a 55-inch TV, but it's still like I'm like.
Forgive me today, guys. My sinuses. I just took some sinus medic. I've had, I think, a sinus infection for the past week. It has been insane. Like the pressure right here. Every time I turn my eyes to the left, it's like boom. I've had like 5 migraines pop up this week because of it. I've been doing sinus cleansing. I've been doing freaking Sudafed left and right. Just I don't feel sick. Just stuffy. A super poop from Aimless Adventures. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry you're in the mountains, man. Let me tell you, the ocean's so much better. What's up, Adam? Listening but not chatting. All right, so everybody, type nasty things about Speargrass. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's mean.
Evening, Adam. Servo run for smokes, listening but not chatting. Well, you're going to have to explain that later. I mean, I totally get what you're doing there, but I don't understand how the word servo fits into the description of making a cigarette wrap.
Service station? Run into the gas station?
There you go, service station. That makes total sense.
Absolutely. You know what else makes total sense?
You know how them Australians shorten their words.
You know what else makes total sense?
What's that?
Holding. What's up, Dwayne? How you doing, man?
And I know that's right. And staying hydrated. I
yes.
see you're staying on top of that.
Yes, which awesome segue to pull me back on track. Our topic for the day is what we tried to do last week, but I blue screened. Knock on wood, it doesn't happen. It hasn't happened yet. There's knock on wood, dang it. Okay, topic of the week is heat. We're pushing into the summer. Heat and heat safety. We deal with temperatures in the thousands of degrees. We're a hobby that takes a huge toll on your body, just in the atmosphere that you're in, not the environment that you're in. Not talking about muscle issues, swinging and wear and tear on your body from the physical part of it, but just the ambient environment that you're in a smithy, the dust, the heat, the smoke. And pushing into summer, what better thing to talk about than, you know, the heat? Well, I say pushing into the summer, but those of you in the southern hemisphere are pushing into winter, so bundle up when it's cold out there, you know. But excuse me, sinus. So yeah, with the heat, and this isn't going to be a pissing contest of whose shop gets hotter, who, you know. I know some of you live in a more temperate climate, some of you live in a more, you know, heated climate, whatever, you know, the tropical, equatorial areas over there, and then you have the people up in Canada who goes, oh, I'm at 30 degrees Celsius or whatever appropriate number, you know. It's like, and you look up and go, that's cold, man. Not really, brother. But I'm rambling. Yay.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody's heat is relative. You live where you live. You're acclimated to the most of the time to the temperature in your area, or the temperature swings in your area. So
Yeah.
whether you live in the middle of Texas where it's dry and 120, or if you live down on the coast where the humidity is 100% and it's 100 degrees, or if you live in Wyoming where the high of the day is 99 and that only happens for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, you're acclimated to your own environment, and you've got to pay attention to that.
Yeah. It's not about the actual number. It's about the percentage gains and losses. You know, so it's, what's up, Ben Toombs? We're talking about you. Yeah, it's not about.
I love your climate too, Ben. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, here's an example. Okay, I lived in Key West. You all know that. I don't hide it. You know, I lived in Key West. When I was in Key West and working in the kitchens, my average ambient temperature in the kitchens was around 130 to 160. Okay, we had fans on us constantly. One kitchen I had 4 air conditioners running, bringing it down to about 120. Kitchens are hot. Okay, you step outside in the middle of summer in Key West and cool off at 110 degrees. You know, I got used to that. I was extremely used to that. What's up, Paul? And then I moved up here where it's like, you know, average temperature in the summer is around 90, 95. Not much cooler, but cool enough. And then I got acclimated to that, and I hit 95 or, you know, 90, 95, and I'm like, holy criminy. And it's the humidity. The humidity up here hangs rather than being blown away by an ocean breeze on the island. Morning, Dana. Now, yeah, so it's not about, you know, oh, my shop gets, you know, my shop or my area, I get, you know, 120. All you guys over there, you know, in 80 degrees complaining about the heat, y'all are wimps, blah, 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 blah. That's not the point. It's the percentage of what your body is acclimated to. So, long rant to say, long rant just to say, it don't matter what temperature it is, it's how you deal with it.
Here's something I can kind of put this into perspective, maybe. And you know, I've worked in the same industry for 19 years, and except for last year it was a complete exception. But except for last year, I've had a safety meeting every single working day, and they say the exact same thing every single day. With a few exceptions, like, you know, they're slightly different for summer, winter, you know, what have you. But for the most part, it's all the same. And I mean, you got to go and you got to listen to somebody talk every single day. Well, something they always touch on in the summertime is you got to watch out for people, because you know your own body better than anybody else. I mean, if you're standing out there and you're in your forge and you're thinking, oh man, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, let me just get this one last heat in, and then I'm gonna go take a break, and then you take that heat and you don't quite get it as far as you want it, and you're like, all right, I gotta get one more heat, because you don't want to turn off the gas and waste the fuel heating the forge back up in half an hour. And then you wind up pushing on and pushing on it, and the next thing you know, you're sitting down and having a vasovagal response, and about to pass out on the floor because you just went a little bit too far. And I mean, I've even been there. And so you've got to drink water, stay hydrated. And it's not just that. I mean, they tell us that, out there, it's like, as long as you're drinking water, you're good. Well, that's not entirely accurate. Drinking water does not regulate your core body temperature. And so you got to kind of pay attention to that as well. That's something a little bit different. Yes, the hydration helps to regulate, but at a certain point in heat, I mean, you just got to get out of the heat, one way or another, and cool off. And so, don't do as I do as I say. I mean, like I'll go out there and if I'm foraging, I want to have a beer or whatever. But if it's in the summertime, I'm having a water, and then I might have two waters and then a beer, or some days I'll wait until I'm done. It just doesn't matter. But I always make sure I've got something cold and wet to drink, and every heat I take a drink of water, and that seems to help. I haven't had any issues since I got the carport. I mean, it was pretty rough when I was doing it out in the sun. But
yeah, not only that, but not being able to see the color of the steel in the sun sucks. Firstly, dog bone, that's blasphemy. Unsweet tea is unhealthy. You gotta have sweet tea, specifically Arizona brand Southern style real brewed sweet tea. # not a sponsor. Speargrass, yeah, if you're already thirsty, you're already dehydrated.
Keep an eye, and this might sound stupid, but keep an eye on your urine. Clear urine is a sign of good hydration, and the darker, yellower it is, the worse off you're being. You need to drink a lot more fluids.
And there are a lot of YouTube videos or a lot of videos online about that subject. You just have to be extremely careful when searching about it. Put your safe search on. Okay? Trust me on that one. Rabbit holes down that are just...
let's not go down that rabbit hole.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, if you have the ability to put an AC in your shop, John Brunel, and you have the ability to, go for it. I mean, just make sure you account for the ventilation issue, So...
And
Go ahead. No.
Okay, I was going to say, let's say you're out there and you're in your shop and you feel yourself getting overheated, and I mean, like, and this happened to me literally 2 weeks ago. I mean, I'm sitting there working, and I just kind of looked up and I looked at the wall, and I reached over, I turned the forge off, said, nope, I'm done. I got to go inside.
Yeah.
If you encounter that situation where you're on the edge of falling out, that's what we call it. If you're on the edge of falling out, don't just go somewhere and sit down. You need to let somebody know what's going on. I mean, whether it's you're walking the house, sit on the couch, text your old lady or whatever. If you don't have an old lady, text your best friend, say, hey, I just got a little bit hot. I'm sitting down taking a break. If you don't hear from me in 15 minutes, would you please check on me or something like that? Because we've had people that were about to fall out, and they're like, man, I got to take a break, and they go sit down in the shade, and then they've died.
Yeah.
I mean, not recently, but I mean that has happened where they've gone to sit down in the shade, and then 2 hours later they're like, hey, where's Steven at? It's like, oh, he went. I don't know. He said he was going to go take a break, and then they find him back there all laid out, And so, I mean, that could happen. And if nobody knows where you're at, and there's nobody to check on you, I mean, there you are. So, I mean, that is a potentially dangerous situation when you get to that point.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say, you do everything you can to prevent it, but you also have to have steps in place, and not just for heat, for anything. Especially if you're like me, who I am alone in my shop. I do my own thing. I don't really have anybody around. I have, my parents are at the main house, but it's like they live their lives. I live my life. Like they don't come out and. I'm 37 years old. They don't come out and check on me every hour. I'm an adult. They don't check on me. If I don't come in for the night, they'll come and see what's up. But like I legitimately could. I have to be extremely careful because I could legitimately injure myself or pass out in my shop, and nobody would know until the next morning when Jeannie wakes up and looks out and says, "Oh, he's out early," and then she might come out and check to see why. We go to work in 10 minutes. Why are you out here? Like that's just you got to be careful.
A dirt nap.
Yeah, and I'm like sprawled over underneath my anvil.
That's why you should live stream every night.
Yeah, right. And Crawford brought up a good one, wet rags, which made me think if you have the ability, have a cooler full of ice water filled with, rags, like go buy, here's something that would help, go to the dollar store, pick up a couple bags of, cheap socks and fill them with ice cubes and put them in a cooler, and then have your cooler full of drinkable, potable water. And reach in, grab a freaking ice sock, wrap it around your freaking neck. Here. And that'll help keep you cool. Bushcraft, how you doing, man?
One thing I could add to that, if
Yeah.
you don't have the resources to actually get or a cooler or anything like that, just have a wet towel, and once it gets a little bit too hot, just snap it.
Yeah.
And it'll cool it.
Yeah.
It's way better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better. I mean, even if you do the bare minimum, it's better than nothing. Adios, Matthew. Michael Cthulhu does. He wears a fan on his back. I've seen that. Those things, I totally want to get one of those, Rob. But my shop is humid as it is. I deal with enough rust as it is. I don't want to add more humidity to my shop. I built a swamp cooler. That was a nightmare. Those of you who have followed me long enough, and I'm talking those of you who have followed me pretty much, a handful of you in the chat here have been here the entire 3+ years that I've been doing this live. And some of you may well remember some earlier streams where I actually started to suffer from heat exhaustion. Like legit, like had to shut off the stream and stop and go away.
I remember those.
Huh?
I remember those even.
Yeah.
One of those.
You were one of the first subscribers. In the blacksmithing stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's like, you also notice it. It's so subtle with me now because I've come to recognize it. It happened. I want to say the week before last or something. I think it was when I was doing the split crosses when the power hammer started going out. For some reason, I wasn't drinking, and you get the smallest thing. You recognize this and you'll be fine. You know when to take care of yourself. I started getting frustrated over the stupidest thing. Like my fire was not getting hot enough. I was getting pissed. I was getting frustrated. I was losing my, like you guys didn't see it. It all happened up in here. I see you there, Bob. Love you, brother. But I was just getting unreasonably angry, frustrated, and the camera, the on-screen me, or don't show it. They don't need to see that. the simple thing was scoop out the clinkers and get back to work. But I wasn't thinking clearly because I wasn't hydrated. I was overheating, and sure, it wasn't an all-time high or anything for temperature, but it was hot for me that day. So yeah, it's the heat can affect you even when it's not the hottest it's been. What's up, Soggy Bottoms? You heard that?
Yeah.
What's up, Bob? Yeah, I mean, if you do, like Eric, I do a lot of work in attics too. You know, of course, in the summer, everybody wants a ceiling fan installed. All right, you know.
I'm getting when I get the extra cash here, here in a couple months, I'm getting a port cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell, I don't care about the rust. It's gonna have to do.
When I get the extra cash, I'm going to pull every single item, shelf, everything out of my shop. I'm going to get a storage container, put all the personal stuff in a storage container, pull everything out of the shop. I'm going to power wash the entire inside to get the dust and dirt and everything off. I'm going to power wash and power scrub the concrete. I may put sealer down, I don't know. And then I'm going to spray the spray foam insulate the walls and install a couple or one or two mini splits in my shop and have it air conditioned. And I'll probably put a what's it called, the louver fans in the peak, gantry fan.
Oh yeah.
You know, to pull out any smoke.
Oh, bird.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'm gonna make it.
The whirly gigs that go in the top for drawing out
Yeah,
the air.
I'm going to make my shop able to be worked while completely sealed up, so that air can escape.
There you go, gable vent.
Gable vents, because you know it's kind of important to me. But that's just when I have a little bit of extra money in a couple months. Let me see. Sorry guys, wasn't able to catch up on today's topic due to impromptu convo with a neighbor. What's today's topic? Today's topic is you should have grabbed your neighbor, took his phone, punched in Island Metal Forge, smooshed his subscribe button and said, watch this, it's important. Because we're talking about safety in the heat. Chewy, what up? Whirly tops, yeah. I've got a big old stack. It's like I think a 12-inch stack, but I've got to get it's for the new forge, which is down in Texas. I've got to get time off to fly down there with Mr. B&B Forge and rent a truck and drive it up. And if all goes well, should be doing that soon.
Right?
Right?
Hey, it could have been today.
It could have been today. Yeah, it could have been today. You know, Bob, with the insanity that happened yesterday, there was call it a, what would you say, Sully, percentage chance? 2 to 10% chance?
Yeah, probably. I would say we probably had a 10 to 15% chance.
Had it not glitched, it would have been a lot more of walking away yesterday with enough money to say, all right, I quit. Bob, pack your bags, we're going to Texas.
We both. Well, I wasn't going to have FU money. You would have had FU money. I would have had pay everything off money.
Yeah.
One of the things you can do for heat stroke while you're to not prevent it but treat it is get cold pack, put one on your neck, and put one inside your calf or your right side, because that's a large blood vessel and it can cool your body down quicker.
Yeah, find there's pressure. Are they pressure points? There's contact points on your body that if you focus on cooling those, it cools your whole body. I know the wrists, the back of the neck, the back of the knees. You know, yeah.
Yeah, this is high blood flow area.
Yes.
Works for the ironworks. That's a good point. Nobody has brought up the importance of electrolytes,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically, I mean, it's what plants crave. And,
I was trying to pull up a GIF.
But I mean, I mean, electrolytes is basically salts, potassium, magnesium, sodium chlorides. It's basically those, and those all help in regulating water retention. And as you sweat, you lose those salts and the ability to adequately regulate your hydration. And so I don't know a whole lot about replacing electrolytes because I stay in the air conditioner in my truck all day. I refuse to go outside and die. So if somebody else wants to take up that whole conversation, please be my guest.
Gatorade.
It has electrolytes.
You know, I too work in a kitchen environment. I actually manage kitchen at a university, and a lot of our employees, you know, they work in the kitchen, they get hot. So
Yeah.
a lot of the times, instead of just drinking Gatorade, because sugar dehydrates you just as much as you know,
Salt.
other things,
Yeah.
is we'll tell them do a shot of Gatorade and then fill the cup with water, so you get both your electrolytes and, you know, good old water.
You want to know a tip? Hold on, I want to say hi to Sean Coleman. What's up, brother, man? Sugar water, you said? No, you said something.
No.
Yeah. Pickle juice.
Okay. Well, hold on. Right. Let me stop you right there. It's not pickle juice. It's technically a brine. It's salt water. So that's basically what it is. It's just flavored like.
Yeah. I worked in a kitchen too, and I had like literal, you know, big tubs of pickles, and I would take a cup and dunk it in and grab some of the brine pickle juice and stick it in the cooler, and I'd sip on that throughout the day. Not like chugging it, but just to keep the electrolytes.
Yeah, but oh sure, and it is tasty. I mean, you know.
So, oh yeah.
I'll give it that. I mean, it's. But it's actually no more or less effective than Gatorade, Powerade.
But without the sugar.
A teaspoon of sea salt in water. I mean, it all basically does about the same thing.
But without the sugar.
There've been actually studies on it, measuring electrolyte levels and whatnot, and there's literally no difference. So
I saw.
But it's just, you know, some people swear by it though.
I was at the grocery store yesterday, or the day before, or one of these days. Time flows weird for me. I live in the multiverse. And I was at the grocery store. I was picking up some pickles because I'm making Cuban sandwiches around here lately. Which reminds me, I'm out of pulled pork. Got to get on that. Anyway, and by the pickles, there's a new product, and it's, you know, little like 5-hour energy drink bottles that say pickle juice, and I'm like, what the? And I looked at it, and it's a sports drink thing. You know, it says use before exercise, or use during exercise, bicycling, you know, weightlifting, this, that, everything, blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, I already knew that.
I had some, was about 2 years ago, I was trolling through the local chain grocery store, and I came across Chimay pickle pops. They're like the little plastic tube icicles or popsicles or whatever that you cut the end off them, you squeeze them up. But they were done with pickle juice and red chili. Man, those things were good, like spicy pickle juice. Those things are really good. But I only found them the one time, and I think I went through them in like 3 months, something like that. But never found them again.
Would you look at that? I'm rank 13 in the Forge chat.
For you now.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, I'm not even going to compare to that. I mean, oh, what do we got?
By the way, we have ranks in the Discord. If you're active in the Discord, you get
19. Not bad.
yeah.
It's only level 1 though.
Yeah, it's how active you are in the Discord. It's how active you are in the Discord.
Dang, Daniel's got me beat by 1, huh?
So.
Oh, and I like the fact that we got the custom backgrounds. I can't use the custom backgrounds in our other servers, you know.
You can. You just got to go set it up.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, I can use the custom background in this Discord, but I can't use one in the other one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it says it's got the little in the other one, it's got the little lock emblem over the top of them. It's like, oh, you got to pay for nitro or whatever to get that. No.
I'm so tempted to click over.
There was a squirrel. Sorry.
Yeah, got distracted. Oh man, Speargrass has got some recipes for electrolyte drinks.
Hell yeah.
I swear one of these days I'll be more active in this Discord server, but yeah. All right. Why do you have sparks flying up from below knee level? I do. Sorry. It's powerful.
Hitting the floor and bouncing back up.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I completely...
Mr. Happy Fail.
Yeah. Mini killed.
Mini killed.
All right. You guys. Oh, Lord. So, yeah. That was fun. James Jones, how you doing, man? Good morning. Jumping in with a $10 super chat. Much appreciated, my brother.
Oh, bacon. Oh, don't even get me started. Bacon.
They need to do bacon-flavored potato chips around here. I mean, I know it exists. I'm sure it exists, but the last weird...
I can get bacon-flavored ice cream, bacon-flavored jelly.
Man, they don't have a lot of bacon love around here. No, I had a cool flavored potato chip that was pretty decent. It was BLT flavored, bacon, lettuce, and tomato flavored. Yeah. It was neat. Also, for them Canadians in here, they had the ketchup flavored chips around here, so that was neat.
Yeah, I would clap, but I'm muted in there.
Yeah, any of my admins know why, did any of my admins mute the Black Collar Army? He can no longer chat in... Choking. He can no longer chat in the live streams. I don't get it.
All right, then.
I had to send you guys my Coinbase wallet so y'all can tip me in Emacs.
Right. Sorry.
Right.
I just had a phone call try to come through. Did that come through on the speaker or no?
No.
You're good.
You're good.
Okay. Because I know whenever that happens, it shuts off my ability to send and receive audio, so I have to shut down Discord and restart it. I didn't know if you all hear the phone ringing and then the voice reading the number to me. And
Nope.
I'm like, oh.
All dressed chips are pretty good. We have straight up ketchup flavored chips here, and they're pretty dang good. and they're pretty dang good. All right. I am curious, though. If y'all give me a minute, if y'all chat amongst yourselves, and Michael and DK and Shamrock, if y'all carry the show for a minute, my back's getting tired.
From carrying this conversation all morning?
Yeah. I'm going to look into this, why he can't chat. It should be a simple matter.
What has everyone been doing this week?
There you go.
Very good topic.
What you been working on? What are you making? Or is it anything? Have you been working on watching TV or got a project in the works? Give us a hint.
Or if you're working on trying to get better with something.
I can start on that one. I started last weekend after church. I decided, you know what, I'm going to try something. I'm going to make a bracelet that's out of, I don't know, what is it, like 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch? I don't know, 1/4 inch round, I think. I'm going to make a bracelet, and I want it to look like the infinity, like on the top. It'll be the infinity, and then it's got a couple curls on the other end. And so I'm thinking, how do I do this? Okay, so if I bring it around and forge weld the ends together. Anyways, I forge welded this thing together raw, like 3 times. And then, you know, by then it's like 108 degrees in the middle of the day. And the last time I forge welded it, I mean, this is not the same piece, but, you know, starting over, about the 3rd time, I got it welded. I went to spread it open, and I'm like, I did it backwards again. I don't know what it is with me and doing things backwards, but yeah, I just chunked it in the pot. It's like, all right, I'm shutting her down. I'm going inside. I got to rethink my whole process here, and I think today I'm going to get it down, because I spent a little bit of time thinking about how I'm gonna put these. It's going to be 4 forge welds, and I think I know how to put it all together and get it done now. So that's what I got going on, and I'm just going to try to see if I can do it. And I think I can get it done this afternoon as soon as church is over, before it gets too hot.
Right.
Morning, Hubcap. How's it going? Big Daddy Tool Pimp in the house.
Hubcap, how do?
I think I'm fairly certain either this weekend or next weekend I'll be finally making my first split cross after we talked about it in a previous live stream. But I found a chart with all the measurements. So that's going to be my next project of making one of those, and probably recording it.
Hey, measurements on those are fairly loosey-goosey. I mean, I vary it to get different size, like the hole in the middle of the cross. I vary the overlap so that you can get a small one, a large one, you know, whatever. So you can play with that part of it, and that's a bit fun sometimes.
Okay. Weird.
That's right, Ben. Just, going backwards.
All right.
Boar's been working on a skull-shaped pommel for your apprentice who's working on a sword. That's awesome.
You know, I saw somewhere here recently, somebody had a hand-forged skull ornament as their car hood, and it looked freaking wicked.
Right.
Oh, I gotta find my mouse. It's driving me insane.
All right.
Good there. Yeah, now I can scroll. I forgot the topic. That depends on what topic it is there, Rail Dust. I mean, started out as heat safety, and then we all saw squirrels.
Yeah. So I found
Project.
the issue.
Latest project.
Yes.
John Brunel's been splitting firewood. That's always fun.
I found the issue, but it's not letting me save the issue. It's weird. All right. Every time I pull off of it. All right. I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but for some reason the Black Collar Army was banned from my, or hidden, set in a hidden users, and it won't let me unsave them or whatever. Like, I can't make any changes and save it. I don't know if my...
Probably after your stream.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. I'll look into it after the stream. Could be that I can't make changes during a stream. Alright, sorry about that, guys. What's up, Michael?
Oh, right. Alan, Uncle Buck came by. That's cool. I mean, how'd that go? I ain't heard from that guy in a dog's age.
I know, right? Oh, keeping hydrated will help with cramping.
Oh, that's for sure right there. Electrolytes as well in that. I mean, that's
Coconut water, bananas, all that fun stuff. Yeah.
Unless you have potassium issues, then I want to be careful with that.
Yeah, this is not medical advice.
Yeah.
I don't give out financial or medical advice. I just say what I'm doing.
DYOR.
Yep. Do your own research.
I'm glad he's doing good. I love that guy.
Yeah, man.
He's a good egg.
Yeah, I do feel bad. You guys are really the only connection right now I have with the blacksmithing community. I've been so busy, you know. The multi points in my life. You know, I got work is taking up a lot of time right now, and then keeping up. You know, like working on orders. I got a lot of large bulk item orders that I'm working on, and then. Like you guys know, I got into crypto, so I've been researching a lot of that lately. All of that to say, you know, hopefully that makes me money and I can put it into the show. You know, but it's been taking up a lot of my time lately. All three of those.
It really does. It's one of those things. I mean, you've really got to. It takes a lot of dedication and perseverance to get anything, to get ahead in it. You know, I mean, you can't. Yeah. Sometimes you can just throw in a little bit of cash and come back in 10 years and go, "Oh, look at that! Isn't that cool?" But
well, no, it's more. I'm researching it right now, so I'm heavy into it. That part is taking up a lot of.
No. I understand that. Yeah.
Researching it's taking up a lot of time. Learning it's taking a lot of time. But it's no more time than anything else that I have. You know, like I didn't give up something. Like what I gave up to do this is my relaxation period, my sit and watch a movie and shut off the world, you know, so my stress levels have kind of gone up, but it's a positive, it's that positive I'm learning something stress level. I'm not giving up blacksmithing for it, I'm not giving up working for it yet, but yeah, so it's like I haven't been super active in the Facebook community. I'm very close to just giving up Facebook. Every time I go on there, it's a barrage of toxicity.
I will be your number one cheerleader on that front right there. That's the best thing anybody can do do in their life is give up Facebook.
Yeah.
That's even better than giving up smoking.
But yeah,
I'm not a doctor, and that's not medical advice.
Yeah, But anyway, yeah. So yeah.
Eric, that is a very good point, and one that they also touch on in our safety meeting. Is you can't just be drinking water; you've got to be eat a little bit, and not like sit down because we don't really have time for lunch. So what we do is we eat a little bit at a time all day long, and that really helps with keeping your electrolytes the way they are and keeping your energy levels up.
And your
And
weight
so, yeah,
down. No wonder you're so tiny. See, I eat one huge meal a day, 5 minutes before I go to sleep. Been doing that my entire life.
Really?
What?
Do you really?
No.
Oh,
No. No. My breakfast is 2 cups of coffee and, maybe a freaking Danish or something if we swing by a gas station on the way to a job site. My lunch is either nothing or, maybe a Slim Jim or something, or what have you. And then around 7 or 8 o'clock p.m., I have dinner, which is usually just a full plate of food of whatever we're having.
yeah, right.
Not like overloaded Thanksgiving style, not like, gorging myself, just, a helping of, pork loin or whatever.
Yeah. Right on, okay.
Robert Lonis with a $10 super chat for a new Wonka Piercer DVD. Man, yeah, Wonka Piercer. I always have sinus trouble there, Chewy. Give up your face, write that in a book. That just... What are you talking about, Ben?
That was kind of random and vague and cryptic.
Yeah, freaking Ben coming in with the insults, but as always, coming up short. Zoom. Oh, the 90s. Oh.
See, and Eric, I did this. I've done, like I said, I've been doing what I do for quite some time, and I do the same thing. I have to, because I might be out at work for 6 hours. I might be out there for 16, 26. Last night was a 26-hour shift, in fact. And so you pack food accordingly, and you make it last, especially if you're like, oh, I'm just going to be out there for a few hours. It's pretty simple. And then you get a phone call when you get out there. It's like, you're going to need to stay over and do tonight's night shift and tomorrow's day shift. It's like, uh-oh, I only brought one sandwich. So you nibble on it and you take little bitty bites all night long.
Big hug, Hubcap. Yeah. Sully, what you need to do is keep a slow cooker in your truck with you. Toss like a freaking pork butt in there, small pork butt or a pork shoulder or something, and just let it slow cook all day. And then, once it's done, you just reach in there with a fork and just eat pulled pork all day. Have a little bag of buns, a little thing of coleslaw.
Yeah. And see, Daniel, that's the point I was getting at right there. Is I can't sit down and eat a full meal. If I go to like Outback or something like that, I order a steak. I can eat like a 6-ounce steak. I can eat maybe half of it, and maybe a couple bites out of the potato. And then and this is back when I was and I put it in a to-go box, and then it would take me all night to eat that meal. But I can't eat it in the time we sit there. And my ex-wife is always accusing me of being on drugs or something because I wouldn't eat. And I'm like, I don't eat all at once. I eat 3 bites at a time. I eat 3 bites, I put it away. 20 minutes later, I eat 3 bites, I put it away. That's just the way I've been eating for 19 years. I can't sit down and eat a whole bunch of food. It's weird.
I've been completely ignoring on accident the chat in Discord. Do you guys realize that Roy is in that chat, watching us, judging us, making sure that we're on point? Hey, Roy, good morning. Yeah, I wish I could pull people into the voice chat, just grab them and pull them in.
reach out with one of them little programs and turn their microphone on and their
Right.
speaker and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" "Oh, sorry, didn't realize you were in the bathroom."
Lurk, lurk, lurk.
Dang, Robert, that's badass. Right on, man.
Good
for
deal.
you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I quit smoking a year and 2 months ago, and I've picked up 20 pounds, I think, since then. And ugh, I hate it. But I mean, to be fair,
To be fair.
I mean, I'm still only 165 pounds, but I'm still like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I can't give up the beer, so
I
don't
do.
know.
I
Maybe,
do
maybe I
gotta.
need to exercise more.
I do gotta say something real quick and give a little props to somebody in the community. Ben, Toomsy, congratulations. This is the longest you've lasted on my channel as a moderator without forcing me to remove it from you. So you've been doing very good. Everybody give Ben a round of applause. We give him all sorts of crap. He's a good sport, and he's been being a good moderator. Thank you.
Woo!
Congrats, Ben.
Right, Roy? But yeah.
I have push to talk.
So, Michael, all you got to do there is hit the push to talk button with the right thumb, and then with your left hand, just slap the side of your face and hold the phone up there, and it's just like clapping.
I'm not sure that was kind of appropriate. Money.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
You know,
there it goes.
That's everybody said that, and I actually noticed no difference. Maybe it's because I trickled down so long because I used the doctor put me on Wellbutrin for my third time quitting smoking, and it trickled down over the course of a month. And then by the time I put down the last one, I mean, it's like I never noticed like a distinct change in the taste of food or anything. I'm like, to me, it just tastes the same as it always did, and I was kind of disappointed in that. I was like, oh man, I thought everything was going to taste better. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it does. I just don't realize it.
One of these days I'll fully quit smoking again, and then one of these days I'll pick it back up again. I like smoking. I'm not gonna lie. That may be the nicotine addiction talking, but I do. There are some days where it's like, man, I know that I smoke too much and I ought to cut down some, but I do like smoking.
I did too. I enjoyed smoking, but at the time when I quit smoking, was when I had that little scare with the tumor.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, if that doesn't wake you up real fast, nothing will. And I mean, yeah, it took me like 2 months after that, and I was completely off good, and I've never looked back.
Right.
I mean, that was a close call in my book, and I ain't risking it any further.
Yeah.
You said left-handed. I find that offensive. Oh, that's pretty funny, man. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, man. I put plenty of nicotine in that right there. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to taste it yet. I've got my old Ewell tanks, my Crown tanks, but I gotta clean one out, fully clean it out and swap it, but I really do like these mesh tanks that came with the, is that a crack? No wonder it's been leaking. Yeah, I've got another one of these somewhere that I got to find and clean out. But I got to order more filters, coils. So yeah.
Yes, sir, Rob. It sure is.
But bump. But yeah. So that brings us to 11 o'clock, everybody, and as much as I'd love to stay in chat,
You know, we got stuff to do.
I do have a terrible, terrible headache. So
Pitter patter.
I hope you guys all smoosh that like button, and I hope you guys enjoy this. And I'd like if you guys could help me out and spread the word that I do this on Saturdays and Sundays in the blacksmithing community. You know, I lost my, I don't want to say steam. I didn't lose my steam in my self promotion, but you know, it's like the biggest place to promote myself in the blacksmithing community is in the Facebook groups, and those give me crazy headaches. So if y'all could, when y'all are commenting and chatting amongst each other on Facebook groups and the Reddit groups and this, that's, and the other groups, let people know that I do this, you know. Let people know that I do the live streams, and if you know newbies have any questions, they can pop in here and on Saturdays see an example of what I'm talking about or what he wants to know, or you know on Sundays if he just wants to get and connect with other blacksmiths, you know, help me build this as a live streaming community. You know, you guys all know that I do these live streams. Roy does his live streams. Troy does his live streams. And I'm proud to say that we three are the big blacksmithing live streamers right now that are consistent. So plenty of information to be gotten in three completely similar but different styles of live stream. So help me out with that, you know, letting people know that we do this, and it would be fantastic. One of these days we'll look back and say, oh, you know, he had a nice, you know, high count of 30 people in here, and go, yeah, that was nothing. You know, Roy will be down to only having 600 people, and I'll be having like, you know, 1,000 people in my chat, and I'll be like, Roy, come on up. No, I'm just playing, Roy. Love you, man. But yeah. And yeah, pump the community Discord too. The Discord is not just for the Blacksmithing Church. The Discord is an alternative to Facebook and such. It's a place where you can get the same amount of information without the drama of Facebook. So really kind of spread the word about the Discord server, you know.
Hey, just out of curiosity, do you know, Yamez? Do you know if we have? I mean, other than the rank, do you know if we have the other bot functions and stuff?
I am unsure. I can tell you what bots we have right.
Obviously, IDEX isn't going to work, but I mean.
Yeah, we have a YouTube bot that announces you when YouTube videos go live of select blacksmiths. Savrog bot, which I am not sure what it is. I have no clue what that is. And the Hephaestus bot, which is, I believe, a rename of the Meeseeks bot, which
yeah, that's the Meeseeks bot rename.
It's kind of a it's an all around channel or server helper bot, you know. But yeah,
No, I mean, I was just referring explicitly about the bot commands, not necessarily the bots, but the bot commands. You know, like
yeah,
I play, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, and then you're connected to a voice channel that says now playing, whatever. I mean,
yeah, yeah. You talk to
things like
Rob
that.
Huff. He might be able to hook it up with that. I actually need to make
Well, I mean,
myself.
I've never even tried. I was just wondering. I mean,
Yeah,
I've got 3 other servers I can do that on. It's not a big deal.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. Spread the word of the off Facebook blacksmithing community, the YouTube live streams, and the Discord server. So.
The Discord, if you get the right people in at the right time, that can be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yamez and I have been stuck in Discord for a couple days.
Weeks.
Weeks. Yeah, good call. For unrelated stuff, and sometimes you're like, man, I just can't put it down, and sometimes you're just rolling and laughing so hard your sides hurt.
Yeah.
So.
You know. So have fun in Discord general chat, guys, and let people know that our bubble community is still alive and kicking. So with that, guys, hearts and health. Love you guys. Get out there and do something positive in the day. Happy Sunday, everybody.
See y'all.
Take it
I guess
easy.
I'm gonna have to go forge, debating on whether or not I should get dressed first.
Don't.
Put your army to work.
All right. Absolutely, War Tree. It could be great for the smithing cast, and if you get with Rob, we may even be able to set you up with a lounge area, a section for it specifically for you to post about it, and for people to discuss it. So anyway, with that, I will see you guys later. Possum Sausage, good to see you. We're out of here, though. Great to see you again, man. Alright. I am out of here.